Welcome, Lions Nation. Tonight we are at Vista Ridge High School where your Leander Lions will be playing the Vista Ridge Rangers. I am Mark Sickles. I will be your play-by-play commentator. Brad Tillery will be assisting me on color and camera. Tonight's game is being broadcast on SHN Sports. Follow our games this season at shnsports.com. Your team, your broadcast. We have an audio and video link for the basketball games. The video link is password protected, but you can contact me, Chuck Cracy, or the Leander Lions Booster Club to get access to the video feed. Leander comes in with an overall record of 6-5 and 1-2 in district play, losing an overtime game to Hendrickson this past Tuesday. An exciting game. They're 4-1 at home, 1-1 away, and 1-3 at neutral sites. Vista Ridge has an overall record of 4-12 and 1-2 in district play. They beat Vandergrift 57-45. That was without Greg Brown. They're 0-3 at home, 1-4 away, and 3-5 in neutral games. Well, Brad, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you, Mark.
Appreciate you helping out tonight. It's going to be an exciting game. These players have known each other for a long time. They've grown up around each other, and we can't go on with the game without talking about the tragic incident that happened to Miles Hutchison. Tragic accident. They had a wonderful tribute to him after the accident. This will be an emotional game for Leander. This will be the first time that they have played Vista Ridge since his passing.
Yeah, and you just mentioned it. These kids all grow up around here. These schools, just stone's throw away from each other. Just literally, 10-minute drive maybe at the most to get between campuses. I'm sure they all grew up as well playing youth ball against each other too.
Yep.
So it's not just school versus school here tonight. You do have a community feeling and a community aspect with these kids knowing each other so well, and the death of a youngsters at such an early age of life. It's a different kind of adversity that both squads are going to have to overcome tonight. And there's going to be a lot of feelings and a lot of heavy hearts out there. And hopefully both schools will come out here and leave it all on the line in remembrance of him.
Yep, definitely. Well, we're getting ready to do the national anthem. We'll be back in a minute. And we will wait for the starting lineups for both teams. If you were unable to hear the starting lineup, we'll go through the Leander Lions. Number 1, Kais Wilson. Number 2, Landon Sisson. Number 4, Logan Clark. Number 5, Hunter Stevens. And number 35, Noah Robledo. For the Vista Ridge Rangers, number 1, Grant Moyer. Number 4, Jackson Shores. Number 10, Braden Dawes. Number 23, Drew Warnock. And number 34, Austin Hale. Leander will be wearing red on red, and Vista Ridge is wearing white on white. If you are listening to the broadcast, Leander will be going left to right. So we're about to have tip-off here. And the ball is controlled by Leander. Quick turnover to number 4, Jackson Shores. Deflection from Noah Robledo. Picks it back up, controlled by Vista Ridge. They kick it across top of the key to number 4, Jackson Shores. Looks over the defense, over to the left wing. Now back over to Moyer. Kicks it back out top of the key. Looking to go inside, but a little bit of trouble getting the ball inside right now. Drive in by number 34, kicks it over to Shores at the left wing, back to the top. Trying to go inside, and there's a turnover. Quick turnover. Up for the layup. Good. Number 2, Landon Sisson for the first 2 points of the game. Shores brings it across half court. Kicks it down into the far corner. Three-pointer, a little bit short by number 34, Austin Hale. Rebound by Noah Robledo, brings it up cross half court. Kicks it over to Sisson on the right side. Now up top to number 5, Hunter Stevens, being guarded by number 1, Grant Moyer. Over to the left side, inside to Robledo. Short jumper off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound by number 34, Austin Hale. Vista Ridge brings it back up. 6:39 left here in the first. Leander leads 2-0. And there'll be a travel by number 34, Austin Hale. That'll be a turnover, Leander ball.
Good defensive start so far for Leander to be able to keep pressuring the ball, forcing a turnover there, a couple of blocks early as well, and a turnover as well to get the early bucket.
So Hunter Stevens brings the ball up, moves over to the right side, tries to get it inside, and it is up and off. No good by Logan Clark, but Leander gets a rebound inside to Noah Robledo. He gets fouled as he goes in for the layup. So he will go to the line and shoot 2. Foul is on number 10, Dawes. That's his first foul of the game. Robledo at the line. First one is up and good. 3-0 Leander. Here early in the first, 6:15 left. Robledo with the second free throw. It is up and good. 4-0 Leander. Vista Ridge brings the ball in. Jackson Shores on the right side. Looks to go inside. Lots of pressure from Leander. They kick it out. Three-pointer by Hale. It's good. 4-3 Leander.
Sorry, Leander running a little bit of a soft man-to-man there, and the closeout was late getting there. That's why the shot was wide open.
Ball goes out to the near side. Robledo brings it up to the top of the key. A little bit of pressure, gets it over to Hunter Stevens on the right side, and there will be a contact foul. It'll be on number 0, Joe Wright.
Oh.
So Leander leads early here, 4-3.
This Vista Ridge defensive style could lead to a lot of fouls against them. They're very much pressuring every player out there, not just the ball, but even trying to deny passes into the lanes as you see the passing lanes right now. Look how close up everyone is on their defender.
They are playing a tight man right here, definitely. Get into Robledo, down the far corner, turnaround jumper. It is good. Robledo with the baseline shot puts Leander up 6-3. Vista Ridge Shores drives down, kicks out to the right corner. Lots of pressure and a steal by Sisson. Brings it up the left side. Goes in for the layup, and it's good. Coast to coast for Landon Sisson. 8-3 Leander leading Vista Ridge right now. 5 minutes here, or left here in the first. Austin Hale left wing, up to the top of the key. Over to right, far side. Tried to go inside, another turnover. Steal by Sisson. Brings it across half court. Kicks it over to Stevens. Drives in the lane, now they kick it back out and they'll set up the offense. Almost a turnover there. Good hustle by number 1, Grant Moyer. Ball goes out of bounds. Be Leander's ball.
Leander can take advantage of that over-aggressiveness on defense right there. You saw the reach out to knock the ball out of bounds. Kind of a fake step and then cut back in and get that over-aggressiveness and actually set yourself up for an easy 2.
Yeah, see if they take advantage of that. Robledo kicks over the far corner. Three-pointer off the rim. That was Kais Wilson with the shot, so Vista Ridge takes it down. Off the rim, no good. That was a shot by Brandon Dawes. Hunter Stevens with the rebound. Takes it in top of the key. Tries to get it in to Logan Clark. Turnover. Fast break on the left side. And there's a block and a foul. Jackson Shores went up for the layup, and Hunter Stevens with the foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Hunter just got a little bit of body contact there. He thought he had all ball, but on the drive, Jackson Shores able to get his body into Stevens to draw the foul there.
First shot is no good for Shores. 8-3 Leander, a little over 4 minutes left here in the first. Next one is up and no good. Robledo with the rebound. So Leander will now set up it here. Hunter Stevens brings the ball across half court. Being guarded by Moyer. Kicks it into the near corner. Gets it into Robledo. Nice pass by Sisson and an easy layup by Robledo. Yeah, 10-3 Leander.
Absolutely beautiful pass down inside the paint on the bounce to get it into Robledo there.
Shores kicks it over to Hale, drives in, and they will call him for travel. Too many steps. So 10-3 lead here early for Leander. They've done a good job, but a lot of Vista Ridge turnovers.
A lot of turnovers, a lot of mistakes by Vista Ridge right now, but credit to Leander for taking advantage of them here early in the ballgame.
Definitely. Stevens kicks it over to Sisson. Up top to Clark. Back to Stevens. Look to go inside. Three-pointer. It's good. Nice shot right there by Landon Sisson. 13-3 lead here for Leander. A little bit of contact as number 21, Devin Williams, drew the contact.
On that previous 3, I thought Landon might have actually rushed the shot a little bit when it went up. He took it and fired immediately. Didn't really seem to be set, but got it to go through without much of a problem.
Yeah, he has a very quick shot. As soon as he touches it, it's pretty much out of his hands. He has an extremely quick shot.
What you notice early, timeout was called here by the homestanding Vista Ridge Rangers. What you see here early, though, that I think is interesting, is the difference in philosophy on the offensive sides. Vista Ridge, they seem to be a little out of control offensively, whereas Leander's taking their time, setting plays, running motions, and getting passes to the guys who are open on the outside or inside. They've had a couple of easy layups inside, but also even go back to the miss 3 on the great skip pass across to the corner from Robledo, finding open players and getting into your offensive sets, something that's happening on one end of the court for Leander, really not happening on the other end for Vista Ridge, and to me, that's the difference right now in this game.
So far it is 10-point difference. Shores getting ready to throw the ball in under Leander's hoop. Three-pointer by number 0, Joe Wright, and it's good. 13-6. As you mentioned, Leander is being methodical on offense, but they're working the ball, finding the open man. Wilson drives in. A little bit of pressure goes up. Off the front of the rim, no good. Loose ball on the ground. Hunter Stevens, now Robledo picks it up. Drives it on the left side for the slam dunk. See if they give him the points.
I think they gave him the bucket. They did. This is going to be an and one.
And they are going to give it, so he'll have one shot. That was a nice power move by Noah Robledo going in for the dunk. 15-6 here, 2:41 left. Free throw is up and good. Completes the three-point play. 16-6 Leander back up again by 10 points. Zach Meyer is now in for Leander. He's in for Logan Clark. Grant Moyer dribbling outside the three-point line. Drives in and 5-second call. Or is it 3-second call? 3-second call. We've actually seen a few of those 5-second calls on defending whoever's dribbling the ball, even though they seem to get past that little break. They've been calling quite a few over the past couple games. So the ball goes into Meyer. Looks down low. It was kicked by number 21, Devin Williams. He was trying to get a pass down low for the layup, so Leander will have the ball.
That was a smart kick there by Williams, though, because the back cut was there for Leander.
Robledo gets the ball into Meyer. Stevens for three. In and out. Loose ball. Sisson with the rebound. Leander sets back up on offense. Tries to break him down. Looks inside. Nobody's there. Backs it back out. Over to the right side. Gets it up to Kais Wilson. A little bit further out. Look at the aggressive defense by Vista Ridge. Three-pointer by Sisson off the back of the rim. Out of bounds. And it will be Vista Ridge ball.
First time really all game so far here in the first quarter that we've seen Leander settle for a bad shot on a possession.
16-6. A minute 43 left here in the first. Shores bringing the ball up. Kicks it over to the far corner. Williams. Back to Hale. Over to Moyer on the left wing. Now on the far side. They're trying to get the ball inside. Good job by Leander. Three-pointer, and it's short. That was a shot by Williams, defended by Robledo. So it'll be Leander ball.
Yeah, Leander's doing a very good job of denying the entry pass down low. I think that's the game plan right now is if Vista Ridge is going to win this, they're going to have to hit from deep.
Stevens brings the ball up on the right side, goes in. Lots of pressure. Oh! Gets it to Meyer, who goes up for the shot. Little bit of contact, a lot of ball, but they will call a foul. So Zach Meyer for Leander will go to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, you could hear a lot of leather up here when that would happen. So the home crowd on the other side wasn't happy with it, but the only opinion that matters is the guy in the stripes down there.
That's right. Leander thought it was a great call. First one is no good off the back rim. Leander still leads by 10, 16-6. Meyer getting ready for the second free throw, and it is up. Hit off the rim, then hit the wire and went in, so it is a no good, or the shot is no good. So it is still 16-6. Vista Ridge gets the ball in. They bring it up past half court. Looking to go inside again, but nobody is there. Over to the far side to Moyer. Now to the near side, Hale tries to go in. Kicks over to the right side to number 10. Dawes, good. 2 points.
And there you saw Vista Ridge finally slowing down and getting into their offense, and they found an open shot by doing so.
Leander up by 8 with 40 seconds left here in the first. Being defended by Moyer. Hunter Stevens dribbling. Running the clock down, 30 seconds now. Over to Sisson. Way out, top of the key. Trying to keep that 5-second call from being made. Kick it back out to Hunter Stevens. 17 seconds now left in the first. Stevens starts to direct traffic. Being guarded by Moyer. Drives in. Puts a shot up. It is good. Quick ball into Moyer. Gets it across. Half-court shot. Off the back. No good. So Leander takes an 18-8 lead here after the first. Good ball control by Leander most of the on their offensive series.
Yeah, I would say it's good ball control, smart shots. I only saw one bad shot that I thought the Lions took the entire quarter. Where on the other side, you really forced Vista Ridge into turnovers. They forced Vista Ridge into taking shots they weren't comfortable with. You could tell the Rangers really want to try to get down low with their passing. And Leander's doing a nice job of denying the ability to get down low. So what I think Vista Ridge is going to have to do if they want to be able to get back in this ball game down 10 here after one quarter is they're going to have to start using pick and rolls a little more. They're going to have to screen off guys to spring players open because they have not been doing that, where on the other side of the court you have seen Leander do that, and it's led to buckets.
Yeah, Vista Ridge has been kicking it around the three-point line, trying to get it inside. Leander, like you said, is doing a great job defending. Then they put up kind of a poor shot.
Yeah.
So let's see if Leander can stay in control. They're up by 10. They don't want to let Vista Ridge back in the game right now, so see if they can control the offense and keep the defensive pressure up, keeping them out of the lane, which they're trying to do, and see if they can build on this lead.
I'll be interested to see what the Rangers do coming out of the timeout here. And granted, they're going to get the ball on the other side of the half-court line, but one of their best shots they've had and looks in this game has actually come on an inbounds play. So seeing how they decide to attack this defense, and you see Leander looking like they're going to go to a zone here to start this next quarter. How they decide to attack it will be interesting.
Yeah, DJ Richardson is now in for Vista Ridge, and Michael Sickles is in for Leander. That's a three-point shot by number 4, Jackson Shores. Cuts the lead to 18-11. Leander going left to right as you're listening. Ball over to Sickles on the far side. Lots of pressure by Richardson. Gets it to Robledo. Being guarded by Hale. Back out way past half court, and that will be a turnover. So Vista Ridge now has the ball. Leander still leading by 7. 7:20 left here in the second. Get the ball into Shores, brings it across. Over to Dawes on the right side. Back to Hale, top of the key. Looks over in the corner. Three-pointer. It is good, and that is by Dawes.
And there you see Vista Ridge doing exactly what we talked about during the quarter break, and that's using picks, using screeners to get guys open.
Hunter Stevens drives in for the layup. Vista Ridge bringing the ball up quickly. Shores on the right side. Gets it to Dawes, now back up top, now on the left side. Top of the key, three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Sisson. Pushes it on the left side. Three-pointer by Sisson, short, no good. Robledo with the save. Oh, they're going to say he was on the line. So Kais Wilson goes in. Sickles will now go back to the bench. Leander up by 6, 20-14, 6:20 left here in the second. Shores quickly brings it across to the left side, still trying to go inside. Looking to go in, they kick it back out to Shores, top of the key. Looks up for a three, no good, drives in, kicks it out, and they will call a travel. Little hop step there, and that'll be another turnover for the Rangers.
Rotation there by Leander to get into a double team. I think actually forced that travel, kind of caught the attacking player off guard.
So Kais Wilson brings it up. Looks like there's going to be a little bit of pressure here by the Rangers. Kick it across court. Back over, down in the far corner. Three-pointer by Sisson, no good. Front of the rim. Hale with the rebound, bringing it up on the right side, being guarded by Stevens. Now they slow it down. Top of the key, Shores. Left side to Richardson. Jackson left goes in. Little hook shot, 2 points, it's good.
Now with the made basket, let's see if they go right back to that half-court trap that you saw in the previous possession.
Score is now 20-16. Stevens drives in for the layup. Nice move by Stevens to get around Richardson for 2 points. 22-16, 5:15 left here in the second. Williams with the ball, gets it to Shores in the left corner. Looking to get rid of the ball, over to Richardson. Now inside, key to number 21.
Yeah.
Williams.
He traveled. He
and
took
they will
about
call another travel, another turnover for Vista Ridge. So Sisson will take a seat along with Zach Meyer. Sickles is back in along with Logan Clark. Hunter Stevens looks over at Coach Bradley, gets a play, brings it across, left side, tries to go inside, up top to Sickles, over to the left side or the right side to Wilson. Back to Stevens on the far left side. Nice spin move, jump shot off the front of the rim, no good. Loose ball, Robledo with the rebound, goes up, and it's good.
They let a lot of contact go down low on that rebound.
There was.
Robledo was a chance to get it up back up and in.
Lead is now 8 points, 24-16, 4:20 left here in the second. Shores with the ball over on the right side. Now to number 23, Warnock. Loose ball. Robledo dives for it. So does Warnock. The ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to call it Vista Ridge possession. Good hustle by both players there for that loose ball.
Yeah, very good hustle on both sides, but I thought that the Vista Ridge player, Hale, was the one actually jumped over the back of Robledo and had the last touch on that ball.
So Shores brings it up, being guarded by Stevens. Top of the key to Hale. Looks to go inside to number 20. Oh, looks like he was moving, but they don't call any type of travel. That was 23 Warnock. Tries to get it back into Hale. Guarded by Clark. Turnaround, jump shot. It's good.
Nice little turnaround baby hook. You don't see that too often anymore.
24-18 Leander. Stevens walks it up past half court. Over to Sickles on the right wing. Lots of pressure. Sickles drives in, kicks it across. Back out. Hunter Stevens for three. It's good. Good ball movement there. Sickles to Wilson to Stevens for three.
Credit Tice Wilson for that extra pass. He had an open look in the corner and gave it up for a better look on the wing.
Shores drives in, kicks it back out to Moyer. Drives in and kicks it back out to Shores. Vista Ridge sets back up. Still trying to go inside. Lots of defensive pressure. Off balance shot by Moyer. No good. Rebound by Sickles. Brings it up, gets it to Stevens past half court. Stevens drives on the left side. Oh, throws the ball. Saved by Sickles. Gets it to Meyer, goes in, backs it back out.
Yeah. Foul called there on Zach Meyer. He used his left arm to push off the defender. Good hustle, though, previously by Sickles to save that ball.
So number 21, Williams, is coming in along with number 33, DJ Richardson for Vista Ridge. Hale and Dawes take a break. So Shores brings it across onto the left wing. Three-pointer, good by Warnock. 27-21. Leander still with the lead. 2:24 left here in the second. Kick it over the left side to Wilson. Looks to go inside to Meyer, being guarded out to Clark. Over to the right side. Stevens looking to go inside. Hunter Stevens driving the ball, gets it into Logan Clark. Turnaround shot. It's good. Rattles in.
Good look.
28-21 Leander.
Good look by Stevens to find the open man down there. Just a pretty bounce pass. Easy to control, easy to turn around and get up quickly.
DJ Richardson kicks it to the left corner to Warnock. Looks to go inside. Gets it to Shores, top of the key. Tries to break down Hunter Stevens. Drives to the right side, goes up for the jump shot. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound Hunter Stevens. Pushes it up, 1:30 left to Sickles on the right side. Into Logan Clark, nice pass. 2 points.
Another good pass. Tell you what, the sharing of the basketball, the extra pass that the Lions are doing, very impressive here early. That was another beautiful look to get the easy bucket.
Lions now get up by 10. Oh, loose ball. Should be Leander basketball. It is. Kice Wilson was able to knock that one away, went off a Vista Ridge player, so Leander will take control. So Landon Sisson comes in with Robledo and Stevens and Wilson and Clark.
Seems like every time Vista Ridge is making a run, Leander gets that bucket or two just to stretch the lead back out to 8. Now back at 10, exactly where we started here in this second quarter.
Stevens with the ball, gets into Logan Clark. Off the glass, it's good. Another great pass down low to Logan Clark, goes up for 2 points. 50 seconds left here in the second. 33-21 Leander. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Vista Ridge ball.
I know we don't have active stats all the time up here, but I'd love to see how many assists Leander has so far in this game. 33 points, I think 10 field goals made roughly, maybe 8 or so, 8 or 9. And I'd imagine at least half of those have assists to them.
Definitely. 35 seconds left. Richardson with the ball, up to Hale. Back to Richardson on the far side. Tries to get it down low. Logan Clark with the steal, gets it to Sisson. Behind his back as he dribbles up the left side. 23 seconds left here in the second.
No hold for the last shot here.
Hunter Stevens being guarded by Moyer. Kais Wilson with the ball now. Back to Stevens on the left side. 8 seconds. Hunter Stevens drives in. Looks to take the shot. Off the rim, no good. Shores with the ball, takes a long shot at the buzzer, no good. So after first half, Leander leads 33-21. So Brad, what are your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I don't think you could ask for a much better first half if you're the Lions. Come out, get a 10-point lead after the first quarter. Vista Ridge showed some fight back there in the second quarter. And just like we talked about a minute ago, every time they seemed to get within 6, I think they cut it to 5 at one point, Leander was able to come right back, get a couple of buckets back, and actually by the end of the quarter extend the lead from 10 to 12. So if you're going into the locker room for the Lions, the message is keep doing what you're doing. Because our defense has been smart, denying the ball inside, forcing Vista Ridge to beat you on the outside, and keep sharing the ball on the offensive side because the passing has been exquisite so far. 3 of the last 4 possessions on the final part of the half here, you had 3 just beautiful passes. And I talked about the extra pass in the corner. I believe it was Michael Sickles, who had the skip pass across before that. So you had 2 passes that if you could give 2 assists on a bucket, you would.
Yeah.
Because of the way that play broke down. So the message has got to be for the Lions to just continue what you've been doing because you can't really ask for much better than what you have.
Yeah, and they need to keep the intensity up. They don't need to be lax saying, okay, we're up by 12 at halftime, we're okay, because Vista Ridge cut it down to 2.
And I think the way that second quarter played out got your attention enough if you're the Lions to know you can't let up because Vista Ridge, back-to-back possessions to open the second quarter, they hit a 3-ball.
Yeah.
So quickly that could cut it down. So I think that message is received. It's just a matter of you got to stay disciplined enough to want to continue to share the basketball because passing and making that extra pass and sharing the basketball, that's a want-to thing. That's a trained thing, and you got to want to do it as a team.
And they're doing a great job of that. So we'll take a quick break here at halftime. We'll let the camera go.
Well, before we do, let's thank some sponsors real quick.
Oh,
and the folks who actually make this broadcast happen. I want to thank Amy Maddox with Allstate, also Malash & Company, and Linton Dental. Thank you all for your support of SHN Sports and Leander Lion basketball. We couldn't do it without you, so we really do appreciate the support.
Yeah, we want to thank them. We want to thank SHN Sports, and we will be back shortly for the second half of Leander Lion basketball.
All right, good. Group of guys and gals, anybody want to play? Right here, all it is, two basketballs. Put it showtime, see what you got. When the music starts, you will begin. Get a line, two basketballs. Remember, if you miss the shot, you can go and try to make a layup or a shot before the next person makes their shot. If you don't, you're not there. All right, when the music starts again. That means, go ahead, go for it. Make those shots. You got it. It's a basketball. All right, remember.
All right, we are back here for the second half of play. Leander is playing Vista Ridge, and Leander is up 33-21. Good job of Leander getting the ball inside, as we've seen tonight. We've made some of those calls. We want to thank our sponsors once again, Amy Maddox with Allstate, Melashin Company, and Linton Dental. My name is Mark Sickles. I'm here with Brad Tillery, and we are calling the game on SHN Sports. You can follow us all season, shnsports.com. So we have just about a minute before the second half begins. Brad, what are your thoughts on what Leander needs to do this second half?
I think it's sorry, I'm trying to make sure we got all the microphone stuff up, and I think it's kind of the same what we talked about just before we went to break there, which is the same thing they've been doing. Continue to attack the inside. You and I were talking here during the break, and obviously the first time I've seen Leander all year long, or Vista Ridge for that matter. And you mentioned Leander is usually a three-point shooting team, an outside shooting team, but tonight they're attacking the basket. I think that's circumstantial a lot of ways because Vista Ridge is choosing to play so tight on defense and take away that three. But there's a great adjustment being done by Leander, and that's to continue to attack inside, make good cuts, get easy buckets where you can, and take a three when you have that opportunity to. So the interesting thing to me coming out of the half is how do the Rangers adjust? Because they're the ones that have to make the adjustment now, not Leander, being behind by 12. And do they adjust their defense to go maybe to a zone and take off that pressure and force Leander to go back to what they like to do and shoot the outside and maybe hope just Leander's cold from out there?
Yeah, and we've also talked about the number of turnovers that Vista Ridge had early on, and kind of carried that through the first half, and they had a hard time getting the ball inside. You see them wanting to get the ball inside, but good job by Leander stopping that. They've hit a couple threes, and they brought it close in that second period, but then Leander stretched the lead out. So here we go, getting ready to start the second half. We have Sisson and Stevens and Clark and Robledo and Wilson in for Leander. Lots of pressure early on. Stevens with the ball. He's getting pressure behind half court. Leander is going right to left as you are listening on the broadcast. Kais Wilson drives in. Off the glass. It's good.
Vista Ridge is going to have to get out of that man-to-man at some point because that is just absolutely killing him right now.
And a quick turnover by Vista Ridge. Moyer threw it across court, and no one was there, or no one went to go get the ball. So Leander gets the ball. Hunter Stevens brings it up past half court. Moyer, lots of pressure. Gets the ball over to Wilson on the right side. Gets a pick by Clark. Over to Stevens, left side down the far left corner. Sisson. Pressure by Shores. Kicks it back out to Robledo. Fakes the three. Took a quick step, and they will call travel on that.
I like his thought process, but I would rather him seen him take the three right there.
Yeah, he had an open three. Tried to make the fake, which he did. Had a drive in. Looks like he was going to go in for another slam dunk, but they called travel, so that'll be turnover. 7:14 left here in the third. Leander is up 35-21. They get the ball to Hale on the left side now to number 10, Dawes. Kicks over to the far corner. Shores for three. It's good. 35-24, Leander.
He's been their best shooter. If I was Vista Ridge, I'd keep going to Shores.
Get the ball to Sisson on the far side. Gets a cut, tries to look to go down low to Clark, but it's not there. Stevens brings the ball up, kick over to the right side. Bring it back out, set up their offense. Stevens being guarded by Hale. Now they switch, and Moyer picks him up. Over to Sisson on the right side. Try to go inside. Logan Clark, top of the key. Wilson drives in. Kicks it over to Sisson on the left side. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Joe Wright. Lots of contact there. Oh, and number 1, Grant Moyer just threw the ball up. He thought he was going to draw a foul, but the ball went in the bucket.
That was definitely, I don't think, one that he planned on going in. Maybe just, like you said, trying to get to the line, but it didn't work there. What you're seeing on the other end of the court now, though, we just mentioned that the Rangers are going to have to come out of that man-to-man at some point, and they're starting to do it. It's more of a flex man type play, but they're overloading to the basketball now. On that last possession, when the ball was on the right side of the court, all 5 defenders were either at the half court, if you cut the court vertically, so instead of horizontally like you have right now, if you cut the court vertically from baseline to baseline, they were all on that right side of the court. And so it left the entire left side open where you had 2 players for Leander over here, but it's hard to rotate against that because you got so many hands in the way.
It is. It's tough. But, yeah, if they can get that extra pass or swing it over to the other side, should have wide open shots.
Yeah.
So Vista Ridge a little bit on a run here, 35-26. We knew they would bring up the intensity this second half. Leander needs to match that. They just need to stay in control. They need to keep moving the ball and good shots. So Sisson getting ready to throw the ball into Stevens. Dribbles up. Grant Moyer picks him up at half court. Over to Sisson on the far side. To Robledo, top of the key, down to Wilson on the left side. Looks to go inside, not there. Stevens drives on the right side, kicks it over to Sisson in the corner, brings it back out. Over to Stevens. A little bit of contact. Over to Wilson on the far left side, drives down, and they will call a foul as he was driving the baseline to go in. They'll call a blocking foul, and that was on number 4, Jackson Shores. So Leander will take the ball, and they'll throw it in under the Rangers' bucket. Go up, Robledo. Nice entry pass, and he goes up for an easy layup.
Yeah, really good job by Robledo to take that right up. I would like to see a little more movement, though, on those inbound passes underneath the baseline there for the Lions moving forward.
Three-pointer by Wright. It's good.
Nothing you can do if you're Robledo there. That was good positioning on defense. He got a hand up to challenge the shot. Just a better shot.
37-29, 5 minutes left here in the third. Robledo looks to go inside, kicks it out. Stevens for three. It's good.
Two absolutely beautiful passes. Robledo to get it inside, and then the kick out when you know the shot's not there, back out to find the open three.
Yeah, that was a nice assist by Wilson over to Stevens for the three-pointer. Good ball movement. 40-29 now, timeout by Vista Ridge. We want to talk about our sponsors, Amy Maddox with Allstate, Malash & Company, and Linton Dental. They are sponsoring the Leander Basketball Booster Club, so we want to thank them. They sponsor our boys, so we encourage you to go talk to Amy Maddox, go see Malash & Company, and get your teeth cleaned at Linton Dental.
Always want to thank our sponsors for all the financial support we get from them. Folks couldn't do it without them. Like, we wouldn't have these broadcasts on SHN Sports and to be able to bring you Leander Lion athletics all year long without those good folks who help make this happen. So really do appreciate it. Your support supports them, which also supports us.
There we go. So Leander back up with an 11-point lead here in the third. Yeah, we talked about the little yo-yo effect. Vista Ridge seems to cut it close, and Leander gets a couple quick baskets and extends that lead. So Vista Ridge will throw the ball in there going left to right, wearing the white shirts. Wright throws it into Shores, who brings it up past half court. Stevens picks him up. A little bit of contact there. Hale gets the ball. Moyer looking back out to Shores, kicks it over to Wright. Looks to shoot another three-pointer. Off the back of the rim, no good. Strong rebound by Hale. Vista Ridge keeps the ball. Moving the ball around, get it to Hale. Free throw line, makes a move, goes up for the layup, and it's good. 40-31. Stevens brings the ball up. Drives in for the layup. A foul by number 1, Moyer, and he will go to the line. Yeah, you talked about how aggressive the Vista Ridge Rangers are playing man-to-man. That left a lane wide open for Hunter Stevens.
It's legitimately a one bounce, one step, and you're past him, and there's no one behind the defender for help. I don't think that is sustainable for the Rangers long term over the last 16 minutes of this game if they want to, or excuse me, 12 minutes of this game if they want to have a chance of coming back.
So Stevens missed the first free throw. Zach Meyer is in for Logan Clark. Second one is up and good for Stevens. Lead back to 10 for Leander. 4:13 left. Three-pointer in the corner. No good. Rebound by Hale. Puts it up too soft. Off the front rim. No good. Rebound by Robledo. Kicks it over to Sisson. Get it across half court. Over to Stevens on the far side. Looks to go inside. All the way across. Three-pointer off the rim, no good. That was by Kais Wilson. So Vista Ridge gets the ball almost to steal. Three-pointer by number 4, Shores. It's good. 41-34. They cut the lead to 7. Leander brings the ball up. Left side to Wilson. Being guarded by Wright. Drives in. Lots of contact. Kick pass. Oh, they will call a charge.
Yeah, he kind of lowered his shoulder when he was driving in right before he let go of the ball.
Yeah, they called the charge. He kicked it over to Meyer for the layup, but they'll call the charge, and that'll be a turnover.
Yeah, you can see what the idea was, but you can't lead with that lowering of the shoulder when you're going to go inside like that. You have to stay straight up if you want to get away without having the charge against you.
3:20 left here in the third. Loose ball. Meyer dives onto the ground, and they will call a jump ball. It'll be possession Leander. Good hustle by Meyer to get that loose ball.
A really nice hustle. We could see the active hands on the low dribble to knock that ball away.
Oh, my apologies. It's going to be a Rangers ball. So they get the ball in. Shores gets it. Brings it up, being guarded by Stevens. Loose ball once again. Joe Wright was able to go out and bring it back for the Rangers. Being guarded by Sisson. Hale now. Ball at the free throw line. Gets it over to Shores. Lots of pressure. Drives in for the layup. It's no good. And they will call a foul. Couldn't see who that was. Maybe Robledo. But he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Shores will have 2 shots here. Leander leading by 7, 41-34. 2:48 left here in the third. First one is up and no good. Too strong. Yeah, see a lot of aggressiveness right here by the Rangers, trying to make up some points. Being super aggressive on offense and defense.
I think that's smart, though, trying to get to the foul line, get some easy buckets, stop the clock, and slow the game down a little bit.
Shores makes the second one, and Sickles comes in for Sisson. Stevens getting some pressure in the backcourt by Williams. Over to Kais Wilson. Down low to Robledo. And they'll call a travel. Had an easy dunk, but he took an extra step instead of putting the ball on the ground, and that's going to be a turnover. So Vista Ridge will have the ball. 2:39 left here in the third. Moyer brings the ball up. Looks to go inside, gets it to Hale. Hale backs it down. Steal by Stevens. Breakaway layup goes up. Oh, and he loses the ball, but he kicks it out to Robledo, who then goes up, and he is fouled by Hale. Lucky for Leander right there for him to be able to keep control of that ball.
Yeah, you know, even though he lost the dribble going in for the layup, actually really good heads-up play to quickly regain possession and still find a man under the basket to get to the line at the very least.
So Robledo now at the line. First one is up and good. 42-35 Leander. So Stevens will take a break, and Sisson comes in. Second one for Robledo is good, 43-35. Ball into Moyer. Being guarded by Wilson. Top of the key. Looks to go inside. Kicks it out to the right side to Williams. Over to Hale. Past the three-point line, drives in. Lots of contact, left-handed layup, it's good.
It was about this time in the second quarter that Leander went on a little bit of a run when it seemed Vista Ridge was going to tighten it up right before the half. Let's see if they do it again with less than 2 minutes to go here.
Lots of pressure. Sickles gets tied up for a jump ball by Brandon Dawes. They put in a trap defense as soon as he got cross half court. So it'll be Leander ball. Sisson gets the ball in the backcourt. 43-37 Leander, 1:45 left here in the third. Over to Sickles. No one on him. Looks like they're running more of a zone defense. Holds the ball on the left side. No one defending him. A little bit of pressure. Kicks it over to Sisson. Rotate over. Back to Sickles on the left side.
Yeah, the Rangers have gone to what looks to be a 1-1-3 here.
Get the ball over to Sisson. Now they're going to be a little bit tighter on him. Bring some pressure.
They're going to modify to a trap.
Lots of pressure. Gets it over to... Tries to get it to Wilson, knocked out of bounds by number 1, Moyer. Leander retains control of the ball. Little out of sync right here for Leander. Need to control the ball.
Well, Leander's trying to slow the game down, and the Rangers are actually doing a good job of forcing them into not allowing that to happen by going to this little trap when they get up at the top of the area in the half court.
To Wilson. Robledo, the far corner, kicks it over to Sisson, to Sickles for 3. Off the rim, no good. Loose ball, rebound by the Rangers. Williams brings the ball up. Wilson guarding him, tries to drive in. Oh, and he's blocked. And they will call a foul on Wilson. So Williams will go to the line and shoot 2.
This is the run. I think if the Lions are going to have to survive and hold on and win this game, they lead by 6 right now. This is the run they have to survive to keep it going.
So the first shot here for Williams is no good. So Stevens comes in, and Kais Wilson will head to the bench for a breather. And now number 21, Williams, comes in for Vista Ridge for number 34, Austin Hale. 43-37 Leander. Williams with the second free throw. In and out, no good. Rebound by Sickles. Gets it to Stevens. 46 seconds left here in the third. Stevens brings it across half court. Slight pressure. Gets it to Meyer. Over to Sickles on the left wing. Looks to go inside. Back out to Stevens. Dribbles on the left wing. Gets it to Sickles. Drives around the right side. Over to Sisson on the far side. Drives in. Kicks it over to Sickles in the far corner. Looks to be guarded by Stevens, down to Robledo. 20 seconds left. Back out to Meyer. Over to the right side to Stevens, who backs it back out. 13 seconds now. Being guarded by Grant Moyer. Lots of pressure. Drives in. Turnaround jumper. A little short and no good. Ball is loose. Kicks it up. Shot, and it is deflected out of bounds by number 2, Landon Sisson. Knocks it out of bounds on the shot at the end of the quarter. So Leander survives a little bit of a run there by Vista Ridge, and they're still up 43-37.
Yeah, but I think if you're Vista Ridge, that's a good quarter. They were down 12 at the half. You cut that lead in half with 1 quarter to play. So you've got the momentum behind you. And I mentioned coming out into the half that it was on Vista Ridge to make adjustments. Now that's flipped. It's back on Leander to make adjustments and get back to what you were doing well earlier in the ball game.
Yep. So head coach Clint Bradley talking to Leander as we get set for this last quarter here for Leander against Vista Ridge here at Vista Ridge. We want to thank our sponsors, Amy Maddox with Allstate, Malash & Company, and Linton Dental for their support. So as we head into this final period here, like we talked about earlier, Leander just doesn't need to lose their cool. They need to be able to control the ball. They need to be able to work the ball, take good quality shots, and keep playing their patent defense and just keep the ball away from Vista Ridge from making those easy shots.
Yeah, Vista Ridge has really adjusted well. And you got to remember, Vista Ridge dug themselves into a quick 10-point hole early with a bunch of mistakes, and they're still trying to climb out of that. But since the end of the first quarter, they've played pretty well.
So Leander comes out in a man defense. Tries to drive in. Knocked away by Kais Wilson. Picked up by Hunter Stevens. Brings it up on the right side. Lots of pressure. Drives in. And they will call a foul on number 0, Joe Wright. Hunter Stevens was driving baseline, tried to kick it out for a three-point shot, but he was fouled, so Leander will get the ball underneath the basket of the Rangers. Kais Wilson throwing the ball in, out to Stevens. Back into Wilson, goes up for the layup. It's good. Nice post-up move by Wilson. Vista Ridge quickly gets the ball down the court to Shores. Looks to go inside now in the far corner. Drives in, kicks it all the way across. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound by Hale on the missed shot, and he goes up for an easy layup.
That was a look what I found kind of rebound because the ball just came right to him without actually hitting iron.
Yeah, it was a little bit short and to the left of the rim, so he basically caught it for a layup. So Stevens over to the left side to Sisson, drives in. A little bit of contact. The bucket will not count.
What you saw there by Sisson I thought was interesting. He faked the pass to the corner, and by doing that, his defender took just a half a step towards the corner, and that opened up the lane for him to charge into and get that foul. Smart little things that make good basketball teams.
Leander gets the ball in. Left corner, Sisson drives out, tries to look inside for Logan Clark, who is now in for Meyer. Back to Stevens, now up top, tries to get down low. Ball goes out of bounds. They tried to get it into Logan Clark. Went off of a Vista Ridge defender out of bounds. So Leander will keep possession of the ball. 6:46 here left in the fourth, up 45-39.
And remember, high school basketball, there's no shot clock, so be
and
smart.
A nice inbounds pass from Sickles to Logan Clark for an easy layup. Hale tries to drive in, and they will call a travel on Hale. Turnover, Leander's ball.
Well, what I was going to say before that quick basket was there's no shot clock in high school basketball, so there's no rush for the Lions. Find the right shot. Don't be in a rush to shoot here.
Stevens brings the ball up over to the right side. Sisson looks over to Logan Clark. Now over to Sickles on the left wing. Back to Sisson for three. Off the back of the backboard, out of bounds. Looks like they're going to say it's Leander's ball. Went off of a Rangers defender out of bounds.
Yeah, one of the guys inside tried to reach out and grab it. Just kind of went off his fingers.
So Sickles tries to get the ball, and it's deflected. Tried to go inside for another layup, but it was knocked back into him. He was out of bounds, so turnover, Leander. Vista Ridge brings the ball up. Gets it to Hale. Lots of pressure on him. Tries to go down low. Pass too hard off of Wright's hands. So another turnover. Leander now with the ball. 6:08 left here in the fourth, up 47-39.
Kind of a disjointed fourth quarter here so far. No real flow to it since we gotten going.
No, it's a little hectic by both teams. So Sickles gets the pass, drives down, gets it out to Clark, over to Stevens, and they're going to call a timeout. Leander's a little bit disjointed right now, so he's going to calm everybody down. Let's get everybody going. Looks like they're going to take a 30-second timeout right now.
That's a smart timeout. I think, we both just talked about how it was a little bit of a non-flow to the quarter. Both teams are a little out of sync since we've gotten going again. Calm your team down. You're up. You remind them they're up 8 right now. The clock is their friend. It's not their enemy.
Sure is.
Find the right baskets. Continue to pass the ball around. Don't be in a rush on offense. I think the other thing you got to make sure you're making the team aware of right now too. Understand that the Rangers are going to take opportunities to trap, especially towards the top of the backcourt. They've done it a couple of times here in the second half, and as this game goes deeper and we get closer to the end, that will continue because they need more possessions.
Yep. So Leander has the basketball, throwing it out from inbounds. Lots of pressure here by Vista Ridge, even guarding the inbounds pass. Looking to get in, he throws it into Hunter Stevens. Stevens being guarded by Moyer. Brings it across half court to the left side to Sisson. Drives in, now drives back out. Gets it into Logan Clark down low, loses it out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover. Vista Ridge basketball.
And that's one where I think the feet got a little too fast, right? Trying to do a little too much instead of just letting the game slow down and come to you.
So Shores gets the basketball. 5:30 left here in the fourth. Dribbles along the left side over to the right side. Tough defense by Leander right now. Drives in, Shores drives in, goes in for layup. It's blocked by Logan Clark. Good defensive play. Hunter Stevens comes up with the rebound.
Beautiful rotation by Clark to come off of his man, come down and get that block to defend the rim.
Bradley's hot at somebody for not moving where they're supposed to be, so they get the ball in. Oh, thrown away. They try to go inside to Robledo, and Vista Ridge tries to go with the full court pass, and it is saved, but it is another turnover. Leander comes up with the basketball. Going right to left, Hunter Stevens brings the ball up on the right side. Robledo sets a pick. Hunter Stevens goes into Logan Clark. Layup, it's good.
Strong move by Clark there on the entry pass.
49-39, Leander back up by 10. Hale with the ball. Shot in and out, rebound by Moyer, goes up. And they're going to call a foul on Kais Wilson underneath. So he'll go to the line to shoot two. 4:19 left here in the game.
You can tell Kais disagreed with that call. He left the arms up for a little while afterwards. He's having a conversation with the referee over there right now.
Yeah, and even he's talking to the ref. He said, my hands are straight up, and the ref is nodding his head, but nevertheless he's going to call him with the foul. So Wilson will go out. Sickles back in. The first free throw was no good, and they're going to call a timeout here. Little break in the action. So once again, Leander survives a little bit of a run. They extend it back out to 10 points.
They've done it a few times tonight where Vista Ridge has come back within 4, 6, cut it down to those, maybe a two-possession game. And then every time he gets to that two-possession mark, Leander's able to stretch it back out to 8, 10, 12.
And a lot of those have been those inside layups. Yeah. They've been working the ball in.
But, you know, we mentioned that early tightness from Vista Ridge. They're having a lot of turnovers early, led to easy buckets for Leander. That's the difference in this ball game right now. It's a 10-point game, and really since the end of that first quarter, and that when Leander got a 13-3 in the first quarter, it's a 10-point game. So it's been an even game since Vista Ridge has settled down.
Yeah. So we've seen this young little girl run on the court a few times. She's having a good time tonight.
Future cheerleader.
There we go.
She's over there hanging out with him on the side over here. She's practicing her tumbles, is what I see.
So we come back out, 4:19 left. Moyer is going back to the line. Lots of movement, kids running around. Now we're set. Shot is up, and it is no good off the rim. Rebound by Logan Clark, gets it over to Stevens. Walks it up the court. Getting down to 4 minutes left in the game. Into Sickles, out to Clark. Looks to go inside. Hunter Stevens drives down on the left side. Short jump shot, it's good.
Nice little floater on the drive there.
Shores brings the ball up. Being guarded by Stevens on the left side. Kicks it over to Wright. Drives on the left side, puts a shot up. A little bit short. Rebound by Logan Clark, but it's knocked out of bounds by Joe Wright, so Leander will have the basketball. Looks like there's going to be a lot of pressure now by Vista Ridge. Hunter Stevens bringing the ball up. They try and trap him on the right side. He's able to get past it to Logan Clark, now to Hunter Stevens. Kicks it over to Sickles for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Shores. Kicks on the left side, and it's stolen by Landon Sisson. Goes in for the and he loses the ball as he was trying to go in for the layup. 51-39, 3:19 left here in the game. Sisson with a great steal, just lost control as he was going up for that last shot.
Yeah, just got to settle it down, slow it back down. You know, we talked about it again, but 12-point lead with 3:17 to go. There's no reason to be in a rush if you're Leander right now.
So Leander goes with a man defense. Shores now has the ball over on the right side. Drive in, shot on the baseline, in and out, no good. Rebound, Hunter Stevens. 3 minutes now left in the game.
Here's Stevens doing the right thing, walking the ball up the court. Let your offense set up, take your time.
Stevens over to Sisson now. being guarded by Shores. Breaks the 5-second count, gets it back out to Stevens. Guarded by Moyer, drives in, kicks it over to Robledo for three. It's good! 54-39, 2:28 left here in the game. Ball over on the right side, now up top. Drives in, turnaround jumper by Wright off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound by number 4, Clark. Gets it back to Stevens, who walks it back up the court.
Yeah, you got to think that three by Robledo just now was likely the final dagger in the heart here.
Oh, a quick steal by Joe Wright, goes in, lots of pressure, and he is fouled by Landon Sisson as he goes in for the layup. That's not what Leander wanted right there, a quick turnover.
No, good active, quick hands, though, to get the turnover, so credit to the Rangers for that one.
So Wright will go to the line. He'll shoot 2. First one's good. Lead is 14 for Leander right now. Wright for his second free throw. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Logan Clark. A little bit of pressure, gets it to Sickles, gets it to Stevens. Vista Ridge backs off, but picks him up just past half court. They look to run the clock, 1:50 now. Landon Sisson drives, kicks it back out. Over to Robledo for three, another three-pointer, it's good.
He's got a silky smooth shot. And, he's just a sophomore, a kid that, as he ages, is going to be a dangerous player for this Lion basketball team. Guy who can play inside and outside.
So Hale with the ball, free throw line. Gets it out to Shores. Looks to drive around the right side, kicks over in the corner. Back up top to Hale for three. It's good. Get the ball into Stevens. 1:10 now left in the game. Gets it over to Sisson. Leander looking to burn clock right now. Hunter Stevens, 58 seconds. Drives on the right side for an uncontested layup. It's good. And Leander will call a timeout, and they will put in some subs here. We'll get their names when they get on the court. But good job by Leander to control that, control the pressure, extend the lead, and basically win the game right there.
Yeah, I thought the game kind of ended on that first three from Robledo earlier, but nice job of being smart when to be aggressive right there. The lane opened up, take the easy basket while you have it. But their approach by the Lions over the last 3 minutes or so has been the exact right approach. Slow the game down, find the open shot, and then put that open shot in the basket, which they've consistently done the last few minutes, and it's allowed them to not only extend the lead but also extinguish any hope for the Rangers of a comeback here late.
So now in for the Lions, number 3, Destin Pinckney. Number 12, Bryce Carson. Number 23, number 11, Andrew Alger. Zach Meyer. And here we go. We're running down with 47 seconds left here in the game. And we're going to have a quick turnover by Hale. Took a couple quick steps.
Yeah, he got moving before he passed the ball, and that's why they called him the travel there.
And number 23, Ryan Amerson, is also in. So Pinckney gets the ball into Amerson, drives it across half court, looks to go down low, throws it out of bounds, tried to get it into Meyer, turnover Leander. 38 seconds left here. Leander leads 59-43. Vista gets the ball in. Look to go down low for the layup. Number 10, nice shot by Braden Dawes for the layup. 2 points. So they get the ball into Pinckney. Dribbles on the left side, lots of pressure. Over to Amerson. Gets it across half court. Down on the left side to Carson. Now back over to Alger. Breaks the 5 seconds. Leander just basically burning clock here, now down to 6 seconds, 5 seconds, and that should be ball game. Good job by Leander. The final score will be 59-45. So they withstood a couple runs by Vista Ridge, but good ball control and staying calm by Leander, and they were able to extend the lead and get it out to 59-45.
Yeah, very impressive game, I thought, by Leander. Really got to credit them. We talked about the early mistakes from Vista Ridge, but credit Leander for taking advantage of the early mistakes, getting a 10-point lead within the first couple of minutes of this ball game, and then never really relinquishing that lead. You saw Vista Ridge make a few runs here and there, but the runs were never able to get within side 4. Every time they got to that point, Leander able to extend it back out. And then I thought, too, the mentality in the fourth quarter, because remember, the fourth quarter started as only a 6-point lead. It's a 14-point victory. The mentality in the last 4 to 5 minutes of the game, because the first couple of minutes of the fourth were disjointed and a little sloppy on both ends. But to slow it down, be smart and aggressive, but properly aggressive with their shots, was just impressive. It's impressive to see, because that's how you can separate a team that is going to be very, very good in the long run, is a team that knows how to take those possessions, put the foot on the throat, and finish out a game.
Yep. So good job by Leander getting a district win. The next game Tuesday, December 18th, Leander does not have a game. Their next game is Friday, December 21st. Round Rock will be traveling, and they will be playing a home game at Leander. So, Brad, thank you for filling in tonight. Hey, I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too, as Mark. I appreciate it. You'll have your normal broadcast crew back here next week, which I'm sure the Lions fans will be happy to have.
No, great job tonight and great insight. So, for Mark Sickles and Brad Tillery, we want to thank you for listening tonight. We also want to thank our sponsors one more time, Amy Maddox with Allstate, Malash & Company, and Linton Dental. So for Brad Tillery, I'm Mark Sickles here for SHN Sports. We want to thank them, and you can follow us all year long on shn.com. Good night. Have a wonderful weekend.